Today we're going to be talking about comparing decimals from Unit 9. In this lesson, you will recognize the larger decimal by comparing the value of the digit in each place of the number. You'll know you'll have it when you can evaluate the decimal values correctly. Some vocabulary to know when we're talking about this topic is 1, decimal, a number that represents a whole and a fraction with a decimal dividing the two. The whole number is on the left of the decimal point and the fraction is on the right of the decimal point. Place value, the value of a digit within a number. Greater than, the value of the number is larger than the number it is compared to. Less than, the value of the number is smaller than the number it is compared to. Equal to, the value of two numbers are the same. For this skill, it's going to be important to understand the place value and what each place value is. We know that the farther left we go in a number, the larger the number is. And then as we travel right, the smaller the value gets. So I have my decimal point here. I know on the left side, I have my whole number. I have my hundreds, my tens, my ones. As I move to the right of the decimal point, I have my tenths, my hundreds, and my thousands. It's going to be important to understand where these place values go and how to line them up in order to correctly be able to evaluate and compare. So, for example here, the question is asking me to compare, is the number on the left greater than, less than, or equal to? I want to see if it's larger, smaller, or the same as the number on the right. The easiest way for me to do this is I like to stack my numbers on top of each other and line up my place values in order to compare each digit. Once I have those lined up, I'm going to start over here on the left, the farthest left that I possibly can, and I'm going to compare the value of each place value in each number. So looking at my hundreds place, I know I have both fives. So those are the same. That's not going to tell me if these are different. So I'm going to move on to my next place value, which is my tens place. They both have the digit 6 in them, which is the same again. It's not going to tell me how these numbers are different. So I'm going to continue to move down my line. I look at my ones place. Here they're the same. I move on to my tenths place. Right here, I can see that I have a 3 and a 4. Because those are different, this specific place value is going to tell me the difference between these numbers. When I want to see which one's bigger, I'm going to look for the bigger digit. 4 is bigger than 3. Therefore, I know that this number, the second number, is bigger than the first number. When my second number is bigger than my first number, I'm going to use my less than sign because the first number is less than the second number. Whenever I want to compare, I like to take the extra step, stack those numbers. That way you don't miss any things, because a lot of times the numbers that they give you are going to be very similar and you'll have to look at multiple place values before you can decide which one's less than, or which one's bigger and which one's smaller. Is it greater than, less than, or equal to? All right, so this is the skill we'll be working on in class. Make sure you write down the anchor chart or print it out, put it in your math notes, and I look forward to seeing you and working with you guys this week.